I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire. All right, guys, welcome in. Shit. I just thought Lobster had a lot of shit to do, so I figured if we needed to run it back, rewind, I might as well fucking jump in. So I already had it ready to go. So how far was he in? Just a few minutes, I guess. I'm just going to roll it.
I think there was a possible ex-girlfriend before that may have placed a restraining order on the red pill. All right. Or maybe that's Sarah. Right. I think it's I think it's a previous one because again your case reports went public. Remember, Christina knows all about it. Christina knows all about you, Red Pill. You lost that case, if I seem to remember. Point two, you tried to argue with a jury. Is that correct?
Late Nightmare. What's up?
To argue reality with jury and
fuck you, nigga.
Lost horrifically. Yes. Yes, you have a history, Red Pill, of trying to challenge reality based concepts and getting made to look silly and dumbfounded. All right. Point three. Let's see here.
Welcome.
You listen to my every word. Listen to my every word. Okay. Point four. That wasn't a hot dog. That was a something like a wiener schnitzel. That was I think it was a brat. Looked like a bratwurst there, Red Pill. I'm gonna have to, mark off a point for you there. You lost a point because you still cannot afford a hot dog. Can't afford a hot dog. Resorted to begging for a free bratwurst at the
Was that Troy?
Kendrick
different crossover, but how you doing, bud? It's been a minute long.
Debacle. We won't even call it a concert because Kendrick Lamar is a complete joke and everybody knows it and nobody. Red Pill, understand something. I do more views and have more viewers every single day than Kendrick Lamar. Okay, this is what you're not understanding. Kendrick Lamar does not get paid. Let's make that point five. Point five. We'll refer to him as KL. KL receives no actual dinero for his theatrics. That's right, like all of them. If you noticed, he continues to get owned. He is in modern day slavery, Red Pill, as are all of you. Okay. Another thing, you said that the Pinoys would mix up with whatever this group, that group. I don't think the Pinoys mix up with anyone. I'm pretty sure the Pinoys stay to themselves. I mean, they're all 3 feet tall. You stand out like a sore thumb. I don't really believe that at all. I don't think that you mix in with who you said. I think that you like to kiss up to them, and I find it quite pathetic, Red Pill. Okay. Continuing forward here. So KL receives no actual dinero. Again, KL is Kendrick Lamar. We call him KL over here because, well, he's nobody. Now we'll call him Kendrick Lamar. Why don't we just call him a joke? Because that's what he is. I mean, he's a 3 foot tall peasant who never amounted to anything. He's not from Compton, clearly. You can tell by looking at his 3 foot tall, emaciated self that's not from the hood, that he's never been in the street ever. I mean, are you serious right now? He raps like anyone who's beginning to just try to rap. Like if you gave someone like the cheapest beginner mic and like headset and like recording mic, and speakers, that's what he sounds like. He sounds like a beginner that's terrible. He's literally, I think Kendrick Lamar is the worst wannabe. I can't even call him a rapper. He's the worst wannabe rapper I've ever heard. Every song he makes is garbage. Okay, that's actual reality. Now you're getting not an opinion, you're getting the facts from the only worldwide independently established artist, Tyree Sneed. Okay, as you can see, we have a crowd today. Okay, point number 6. Let's see here. Point number 6. Red Pill, how tall are you? Because I'm going to venture to say, since you can't have a conversation and be a man because you're not one, I'm going to venture, we're going to go ahead and just mark your height down at 5'2". Let's give him a whopping 5'2", 5 feet and 2 inches. Okay, I think that's being nice. Okay, he might be like 4 foot something. I don't know. He's very short, long gnome like Red Pill. Okay, Red Pill. So you're 5'2", Red Pill. Okay, what else here? Constantly in and out of prison. In and out of prison, and oh, I just inked my nail because of you, Red Pill. How dare you, Red Pill? Inked my nail. Oh my goodness. I'll have to just paint my nails black like the Buns Dot did. Okay, so constantly in and out of prison and on probation. Tisk, tisk, tisk. It's not looking good right now, Red Pill. Yep, it's not looking good. All right, for your report. Lives in chicken coop. Okay. Lives in chicken coop. The family, I believe, lives in a blue house. I mean, it's awkward enough. Who the hell has a blue house? Like, you can tell they're like all dealers. All right. Lives in chicken coop. Lays golden eggs. We can't forget that one. It lays golden eggs. Okay.
I gotta pause. Does anyone know what the fuck he's talking about right now? I get the gist of it, but what's his point here?
9 changes energy
What's up, Stick It?
whenever other people are around. I get a real kick out of seeing you get mad and triggered and impressed, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I just think that's hilarious, man. Like, he just wigged out at the fake Kendrick Lamar concert, and you really need to understand. Like, let's get realistic with ourselves for a pill, because all you do is lie.
All right, let's read this one here. He's trying to make fun of Red Pill, but he's speaking while he talks. He's the type of person that moves their lips when they read and breathe through his mouth. Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait, we can't forget point 10. Point 10. Let me go on to the next page. It's filling up quick here, Red Pill. It's not looking good. All right, point 10. Drives a hand-me-down bucket RAV4 that he doesn't own. Can't afford a car note.
The greatest radio show in the history of mankind, right here.
Or a McChicken at McDonald's. Okay.
All I hear, Skip, is Nigga probably talks in his sleep, is fucking that episode in Bubbles, Trailer Park Boys. He's sleeping. He goes, eggs, and pancakes, and syrup, and butter, and syrup.
Point 11. Your RAV4 that you don't own is indeed, in fact, a rust bucket. That's right. Okay, we're going to go ahead and mark that RAV4 down as a rust bucket. You don't own is a rust bucket collecting dust and lots of residue. Okay. So you drive a RAV4 Rust Bucket. Okay. You're not looking very marketable on the singles market right now, Red Pill. I mean, you're a stalker. Oh yeah, wait. Stalks random women at
Sticky. I gotta get out of this goddamn habit of clearing my throat. This is his third one today. Rich covered the first two, so he's been a busy boy. I mean, not too crazy, but yeah.
Starbucks like Coach Eli. Okay. Got to mark that down too. Sorry. Can't let nothing go here on my notepad. Stalks random women at Starbucks. Man, Starbucks must be the place to be, right? I used to go to Starbucks.
Yeah, you're welcome, Sheriff. Or Sheriff. Lobster, it sounded like you were busy, and I was just walking in, and I had one fired up from earlier, ready to go out of the chamber. So, let's go.
All the time, but I wasn't doing what y'all do. Stalks random women at Starbucks. Let's see. Like Coach Eli. Malias. Like Coach Eli. I mean, even Coach Eli, the skippable simps, okay, the actual Muppet was able to get himself a fake girlfriend. He had to go to some dark back alleyway near a dumpster to
All right,
find
we
her,
got 9 in
but
the
he
box versus
found
4.
Dawn. Okay, you have still not gotten even a fake staged girlfriend as Coach Eli has, even an addict. Okay, you have not been able to obtain. Let me go ahead and mark that down on your profile here. Red Pill. Feel free to come in and have a seat on my couch in my office and talk to me anytime, Red Pill. I understand that you need a lot of counseling and tutelage and guidance.
All right, there's a joke there. Is that what he bought the fucking chair for? For his fucking clients can have a seat in his fucking chair while he fucking takes notes and sits there.
And I'm here to offer that for you. Uh, uh, oh, it's too much. It's too hilarious. Um, let's see what else here. Went ballistic, absolutely ballistic at fake Kendrick Lamar concert, and you're gonna have to I'm gonna have to minus another point because you didn't enjoy your bratwurst, your complimentary bratwurst at that. You sad man, you sad man. Who does not enjoy a complimentary bratwurst? Didn't enjoy your complimentary bratwurst. Come on, Red Pill. They took one look at your lip from years of deformity, of oppression, and have you gotten some new knee pads, by the way? We might have to put that in here in the system. Let me see. Needs new knee pads. Needs new knee pads. Okay, because
That's a
he
fact
supports
check,
the
Stick.
Illuminati
Let's
and
do that.
Masonry and people like Kendrick Lamar, clowns. All right, so you need new knee pads because you're worn out from the years of what you do and what you're best at and the business you were running in prison. Um, how does it feel to do your own laundry now that you don't have to do everybody else's, Red Pill? Can you give me a comment on that? What was that, Red Pill?
And
Oh,
done.
you wish that you could do other people's laundry. I believe you, Red Pill. Okay. Listen here, you little Filipino, whatever. Okay, let's see here. So you went ballistic at the fake Kendrick Lamar concert. It was staged. Everything that they do is staged. Kendrick Lamar is a fool. He will never see any money or have any money. I mean, you really have to understand. I'm not joking here, Red Pill. I mean, let's have a comparison here, Red Pill. I own a
Of
mansion and
course.
estate. I own billions in equity, meaning buildings that cost billions of dollars. You, if you look here at your itinerary, you live in a chicken coop. Is that correct? Yes, you occupy an actual chicken coop. Okay. You are an addict. Okay. We can clearly tell what your problem is, which is usually, white people's problem. So, you're not really giving your group such a good name there. Um, so let's see here. Mm, so you live in a chicken coop. Okay. I own over 2,000 in jewelry. You have no real jewelry and you want some real bad, right? Your support system had to purchase you. Point number 15 here. We're getting pretty far down the list here, Red Pill. They purchased spoiled, entitled, homeless individual Nike glasses because you're blind. Okay.
This is
So
fucking riveting.
they purchased him some fake Nike shades. He was bragging about that forever like it was the biggest deal. You drive around in your RAV4 rust bucket and then you walk into McDonald's and you have no cash on you and can't even
You're
afford a
flexing a
McChicken.
chair.
That's right. You clearly have no money in the bank. Let's see here again. You had a Allied Universal hoodie on that was clearly provided for you because you're probably working for a temp labor force, right? Doing temp work, right? Trying to copy my old hustle, right? So you're trying to do temp work, but you're not in the position I'm in, making you homeless again. So again, the Allied Universal, you're giving them a bad name. It could actually be a lawsuit, Red Pill, in case you didn't know, because well, you went ballistic and you started issuing illegal statements at the Kendrick Lamar concert, and you were a representative for their company because you were wearing the jacket that said Allied Universal on it. Is that correct? I mean, it's not like you have any certifications for security. You're clearly not security. You're a guy who is, on the run all the time and always has warrants. You're constantly on probation. You're in and out of prison nonstop. And then you get out and you're super soft and you kind of, do what you do on the internet, which is perpetrate.
Facts, Negasonic, Allied Universal. If you ever do go on YouTube, fuck yes, it's always like auditors. I've had issues with Allied Universal multiple occasions. Target, Walmart, fucking right up at the grill. They have no shame in their game either, and the companies don't do anything about it.
Okay, and no, just calm it down there, Magpie. No, you calm it down. Nope, calm it down. Starting to sound like Mike Mills over there. He's running your mouth. Oh, he wants to run his mouth like Buns does. And now he got birds interrupting me too, huh? It's all right, Magpie. All right, so you gave Allied Universal a bad name for eternity. Okay, maybe you should not have been wearing that jacket. Perhaps they should not have provided you a jacket, just let you freeze and be cold in the cold. Okay. It's not our fault, Red Pill, that you have no AC in your chicken coop. Let's see, point number 17. No AC and chicken coop, leading to a enraged, mad, disgruntled, furious, what else? Pissed off, easily triggered, impressed, agitated. Did I already say that? Agitated chicken hen. All right. So Red Pill, the clear message and point of these questions here. At what point have you ever had a girlfriend? Okay, nobody's going to let you forget what you did at 19. Let's go ahead and write that down. Red Pill had an incident with an underage bass. Underage bass at 19. Okay, the internet won't let him forget it. Okay, people make mistakes, Red Pill, but your mistake was a little more serious. It happens to be a crime. And why you don't do time for your crimes, I will never understand, because if anyone else did that at 19 years old, they would be in prison. And I'm pretty sure there's no statute on that. And I believe you tried to justify it and say that that bass likes you. And I don't think anybody likes you, Red Pill. I really don't. I find that hard to believe. Okay. I mean, judging by how you look and oh wait, we must bring that up.
Welcome in,
Droopy
Downrange.
lip, droopy lip. Still has not fixed. Still has not fixed. There's different methods. Let's see, bungee cords. Maybe you could try. Let's see, bungee cords.
What? With the bungee cords again? Yeah, what is his fucking goal here? What is this whole rant? He's taking notes for what? Let's go back just a few seconds.
There's different methods. Let's see, bungee cords. Maybe you could try. Let's see, bungee cords. Let's see, rubber bands.
Negasonic with a banger.
Um, you could hold it up, I guess, but your fingers would probably get tired. Your hands would probably get tired since you're feeble like an old lady. Um, hasn't fixed the lip yet. The lip is still drooping.
Axe chilling.
It's got a curvature to it. It's very round. I mean, it just looks like you're ready. Okay, wait. Looks ready. Looks ready. Red pill constantly ready to perform. Red pill constantly.
At this point, this is a HIPAA violation if he's a therapist, right?
Ready to perform.
Fellatio.
What the hell is that? That's a new sound. All right. Let's see here. Continues to issue illegal statements. I mean, you were already doing it at that so-called Kendrick Lamar concert. How do we know that was even a fake Kendrick Lamar concert? Because they're all fake. How do we know? There was no proof provided that Kendrick Lamar was there. Kendrick Lamar didn't talk to you. That's for damn sure. Kendrick Lamar is not rich. He's not wealthy. He's just another dude from the middle of nowhere. Again, he's not from Compton. Not respecting the hood, not a street dude, not a gangster. So maybe you have us over here misconstrued, Red Pill. First of all, I listen to bands and groups like HEDPE. You can go look them up. They're very talented. Um, their lead singer's name is actually Jared, but not the penguin. Okay. Um, I like that band. Like I said, I like Haystack. The original white rapper was an Eminem. Um,
Negasonic, check your DM.
and then you try to explain to these people, like I was telling TJ, who's delusional, Eminem is really not from 8 Mile. Was never from 8 Mile. That was all a lie. This is all facts. Okay. He just wasn't from 8 Mile. He might have been in Detroit and he was running around Detroit being kind of like the Buns Dot. Buns Dot, the human mop. Okay. And you have an entire generation of scrubs who are delusional and brainwashed and gave a guy credit for being a coward and for losing every bout he ever had with anyone. He couldn't even move around Detroit at all. Like, why? Because he was a punk. So that's what y'all worship. That's what y'all support, right? That's what y'all back up. That's what y'all want to believe in and support and throw your money at. Right. This whole society ain't nothing but enemies. All y'all cowards. What's up? Huh? Again, red pill. I own a mansion in a state. I own billions in equity. I own buildings. I have full access to these buildings. I can do whatever I want. That's number one. Number two. Okay. You live in a chicken coop and you don't even own that chicken coop. You don't even own the trailer that you're occupying. Okay. You're an addict in there and you do a bunch of illegal behavior in there. Right. Pretty much don't offer anything to society. I have over 2,000 in jewelry. You have no jewelry. I have a website worth almost $2,000. You don't own any website. I'm monetized on YouTube. You're not and will never be because, well, you're just not intelligent enough and not good enough. And I mean, you're not good looking enough. You don't look like me. You know what I mean? I mean, literally, bro, like, sometimes when I look at you, man, I don't really know if you're even, a man or a woman. I'm just being honest. Um, you look like a lot of Filipinos, and I can't really tell the difference anymore. Um, oh, and he shaved his head, right? So he's like completely bald, which isn't a good look for an elderly man like you. What are you in, like your 50s or 60s now? 50s and 60s, and swears up and down he's a gangster on the internet. But then when he gets around people, it's fake and nothing but fake talk. And then he's sitting there still talking, acting like he's talking to me, but I don't even really watch your channel and I've never talked to you. He said something about a challenge, a boxing challenge. I never offered you anything. I haven't spoke to you. I've never spoken to you at any point in the history of all eternity because you're not a man. So what do you mean? I mean, I think you backed down on a panel a couple of times. You got scared on a panel on a show. That was about it. But we've never really had conversations. I told you the future, how I'm going to be Batman for real, and then I proved everything I told you. You're a big fan who hangs on my every word, and you really.
Going to take a second to pause right here, and we're going to say to a hello to a family friend, Negasonic, middle-aged dickhead. How are you, sir?
What is up, everyone?
Howdy, how? What's he going
Yeah,
on
good.
about right now, dude? What's the point of this?
I don't know. What's the point of any of the shit he does?
Past the time, but this it seems specifically a point of he's trying to be funny, I think. But this is just fucked.
Yeah, he's trying to be funny. He's trying to show up red pill.
I don't know. Here we go.
Really have an issue with seeing
All right,
me
let's go.
succeed and live my beautiful life. You're just extremely jealous, but I don't see anything else other than that. Red pill, right? He's very disgruntled, very angry. He has anger problems. His anger is not power like it is for Batman. His anger has created a lot of issues for him. He's in the middle of a lot of legal issues like tone space. Oh yeah, and then your fake music career, how's that going? Because it still doesn't exist. Hasn't recorded any albums, doesn't even make music, hasn't released or sold one unit, just like Tone Space. Um, I mean, it's looking pretty bad, bro.
And how much music have you
You
sold,
don't have a
Joey?
music career, you don't have any fame or notoriety, you never will. He's already sold his soul and he didn't even gain anything. He got nothing in return, like all of his people in that group. Um, it's not looking good here, man. Dylan, it's not looking good at all, bro. I own my own car lot. I have a Porsche in there. I paid over $25,000 for. You're driving a Rav4, which is indeed confirmed a rust bucket.
And I don't
Um,
think he realized
you don't
that
even know how to
cars
take care of a vehicle.
don't gain value unless they're like total collectibles and taken care of. That Porsche, yeah, he may have paid $25,000 for it back in 2012 or 2013 or whatever, but now it's nothing but a fucking metal Chia pet, dude. So what's the
Yeah.
fucking point?
And if you take care of a fucking Toyota RAV4, that thing will last forever.
Yeah, well, I
You've never
mean,
had one
most cars, if
before,
you
and
take
well,
care of them, they
that
will.
was
They'll last quite a
whatever.
while.
I don't even think you paid for it or they own it. I know you didn't pay for it because you don't work. If you happen to do temp work. So you're telling me that this 3 foot tall pigeon has an entire support system, and see again, and they go online, and you want to sit here and be unfair and jealous and envious and say anything towards me that's not positive, but you were purchased a car or had a car put on payments, much less a rust bucket, and you somehow have a car. They're probably paying a car note on it. You snitched on your family. This is what's so crazy is the families are the culprits in every situation, just like with the cover up with Penguin, with what he did to his wife and did to Sonic. The families are who's responsible. They need to go to prison too, straight up. And they're part of this federal lawsuit. They'll have to come to court too because they're responsible. So the family, he snitched on the family's drug business, and instead of G checking the hell out of him and letting him know, don't you ever rat on the family and the family business, because that's the only way that the Filipinos can make money apparently in Seattle, in good old Seattle, Washington. Um, he ratted on his own family and told on the family business and all their drug activity, and he was rewarded. Imagine that. Rewarded, and they said, oh, they're worried about him and they want him to turn a new leaf. How are you going to turn a new leaf doing the same thing over and over again? The dude is a one functioning pigeon. He doesn't even know how to turn it off. He doesn't know any other function. All he does is go
A
online and make
one
illegal
functioning
pigeons.
pigeon.
I haven't seen anything tough from you yet. I mean, we've never seen you get into the mix. We've never seen you even really mad or do anything. You never had an issue with nobody on camera. What are you talking about? I'm just saying, if you're gonna claim all this I'm tough stuff, where's it at? I don't see no tough stuff. I see, a confirmed, federal informant. That's what I see. Someone who likes to run and tell. You're a soldier boy, run and tell him. Okay. Um, you know, I mean, you want to compare and stuff and act like you can compare and compete with somebody who's so far ahead of you, just in general. I mean, that you'll never catch up. I mean, brother, I paid for hotels for years. I paid over 8,500 in land taxes. I ran the state for years. I paid almost about the same thing in taxes on a 50-acre property and sold it for $100,000. I've had bank accounts with over 300,000 in them. We all know this. I've made millions every year consecutively. I'm 35 and retired, my good sir. Yes, retired. Um,
He's 35 and
I'm
retarded.
sure that I probably have a better diet than you, right? In general,
Did he forget he was interviewing Red Pill? Did he forget about the interview?
and
I
I can eat
guess. I
junk and it
mean,
won't
he
matter
has a
because I
better
mean I
diet,
just
the dumpster diet.
The one that doesn't involve protein anymore, just fruit drinks. Okay.
I
Yeah,
lose the
because
calories
he's
anyway because
he's
I'm always exercising.
what did he
So like
call
I
it?
said, I'm trying to focus on getting some electro.
What did he say about the food the other day? He's defooding.
Well, defooding that, and yeah, earlier today on Rich, on the earlier stream, he was saying that yeah, he doesn't even need protein anymore because he can just get all his strength he needs from strawberries and fucking sugary fake juice drinks, Capri Suns.
What time did
Electrolytes in
Rich
my
go live
system now.
today?
Joey sparked one up. Boy, it was right before I went to the ATM DMV today. It was about 1 o'clock Pacific time. And then Joey did two
Okay.
streams, and then I got home. I had one fired up from this morning if I needed it, and then I just got home from the store, and Lobster said he was kind of halfway busy. He was looking for me, so I said, "Fuck it, I'll grab it." Here we are.
Because I think that might be half the issue because I exercise too much and I don't get no
Get up here,
electrolytes.
Sticky.
All right, so
Get
and
up,
I need tons of them
champ.
probably, so it's probably like this
It's
been
a
going
Lincoln
on for a
Cyclord.
while,
That's
so
your
it's
night.
not good. But it's just my body. I put it through too much, so much, with the training I do, and I'm excelling and surpassing the entire world. So that requires it's going to have
Yeah, you
needs and
sound like
things
you're
it
doing
needs
great, guy.
that are not really normal. That's not annoying at all. So yeah, seriously, the hell is that? Sounds like a big whoopee cushion. Sounds like Adam Sandler's out here. So yeah,
What?
let's see. I don't know what that is, bro. But they're just gonna keep doing it, obviously.
What?
Let's see here. So
What the hell's he
that's
talking
pretty
about?
much how your music sounds, Red Pill. If you can hear that, just like that.
Probably two weird bugs that he's never seen before. Fucking doing it.
There's nothing
Remember when he
viable
posted
about
the
it. It
short of
can't
the
be
cricket and he's
marketed.
like, "Did I find a new insect breed?"
No, I don't.
Motherfucker couldn't even recognize a cricket. Yeah, it's in his shorts still. If you look back, it's from maybe 8, 9 months ago.
Dude, do you know
But
how
it's
many
just a
fucking
picture of
Keystones
a cricket.
that was?
That was a lot of keystones ago. I know.
A lot.
You can't be signed to
A
cashless pay
lot of
because of
times
the
ago for
incident
me.
that you had, the mistakey poo that you made when you were 19. Can't deal with you. Can never have that kind of jacket as a part of my record label, Cashless Pain, which I am the CEO of. Extremely successful. We sold millions of units. We've outdone every major record label financially. That's a fact.
Suge
I have
Knight
the
killed the
documented
guy.
receipts.
All right, give
Although
me a
some of the
minute. I'll be
banks
right back.
claim they deleted my bank records, which is a felony, and they could all lose their job and go to prison for that too. Hold on. So Red Pill, it looks like
Oh,
you want
great.
to compare, but you're losing in the height division by far. You're like 5'2", if even. You might be 5 feet. You're not tough. You have no stripes in the street. Totally, you got defeated. You lost with music. I mean, we even did diss songs. You didn't even respond to any of them. He heard them and he said he's sitting there trying to compete. He hears the diss songs and he's like, "Man, that was pretty good. That was amazing." Well, yeah, no duh. I recorded them like right in front of you on some of the live streams. So, like I said, what's with all the fake energy when that's not going to get y'all nowhere? That's just going to have y'all losing. And then he whines like the federal informant snitch that he is. He whines at him and says, "You're trying to get me to catch another case." That's what he tells him. But meanwhile, you go right online and you try to treat everybody else who's real the same exact way. You're trying to do that to other people. You're sitting there constantly complaining, but it's the
What's wrong with ATMs and ass? I'd rather eat the ass than the ATM.
same behavior you
What the fuck
exhibit.
are you
Like
talking about,
all of
sir?
y'all on YouTube.
Sticky's
All y'all
comment.
do the same thing. So what do you mean?
Yeah, he is
Come
right,
on, red
sir.
pillar. Red pill, said red pill. Red pill, what am I forgetting? I have mineral rights oil royalties, I think. I should still have some of them. You have none of those. Let's see here. Usually wear 530 on my
I think I
wrist. I
got
still
all
have that
rights and
watch. What else?
royalties.
Hold
These,
up.
I think. I should still have some of them. You have none of those. Come on, red pillar. Red pill, said red pill. Red pill, what am I forgetting? I have mineral rights oil royalties, I think. I should still have some of them. You have none of those. Let's see here. What else?
It's like couch
Usually wear
change.
530 on my wrist. I still have that watch. What else? Hmm.
Oh, is this going to be a
Hmm.
thing now, Sticky?
I don't have a shaved head. My hair is long and beautiful and it's growing out. You wish that you looked like me, Red
Your
Pill. I
hair
look way
is
better than
not
Tom Cruise
beautiful.
in his prime and Brad Pitt in his prime. Um, it's looking pretty bad here, man. You haven't had a girlfriend, it looks like, in ever. I've never really seen you with a girlfriend. You had that one individual that we clearly can see that that was not a woman, I believe, right? It was very, very weird to see, and I wish that I hadn't. But you have that picture next to that thing.
You ever see like an old Barbie doll when you were a kid? I don't know if anyone had like a sister or anything like that that played with fucking Barbie dolls, and they always like, I'm gonna fucking cut the Barbie doll's fucking hair, and it's all jiggly janked and all fucking wrecked. And then you see the holes in the plastic doll's head and all the hairs coming out and shit like that. It fucking traumatized you for life. That's Joey.
Yeah, that's what his
Whatever
hair
that
looks like.
was.
Yeah, it's a stringy and nasty, and he thinks it's I got long, beautiful locks.
My hair's not
What's
woolly.
up,
It's
DZ?
nappy too, and thick and wiry and stubborn.
And you brag about it.
So Dizzy,
And then you wear your fedora because, well, you want to be Tyree Sneed. 'Cause Tyree Sneed invented wearing fedoras. Everybody knows that on here. So,
That's not a good brag,
I mean,
sir.
you're kind of losing in every department. I have the best looking and most beautiful inside and out girlfriend in existence, Christina. She's absolutely amazing. Um, Again, we are looking at all the money, Red Pill. We will have all the money in the world. We will be definitely coming through Seattle, Red Pill. Batman will definitely be on the streets of
I gotta make
Seattle,
a public
okay,
service
doing
announcement
his
real quick,
thing.
Sheriff.
And I venture to guess, Red Pill,
floor's yours, dude.
Fedoras are not okay unless you're an archaeologist going to get the Ark of the Covenant. There is no socially acceptable time to wear a fedora. I'm sorry.
Real quick story to not combat that, follow it up with. I'm at the DMV today when there's this old fucking guy with a cane, and he's got a fucking satchel with a fucking like a 3-spin lock on it around his neck, and he's got one of those hats with one of the sides curved up, pinned to the side of the hat. I just wanted to say, "Yo, what up?" Not at the museum, but he was like 90 years old, and I didn't want to fucking piss him off. Oh, what the fuck are you talking
Oh well,
about?
that's cool. That's if an old man's rocking it like that. Fuck yeah! Did he have the mustache too? Did he have the big curled up mustache? The monocle?
It wasn't a handlebar mustache, but he was caked up there. Let's go.
that
Hey,
when
what's up,
Batman is in the
Chaos?
streets, you will
Yeah,
probably be hiding inside. It's common sense. I think that you do a lot of wolfing and talking on the internet. I don't think that all 3 feet of you is tough at all. And I think that you just truly enjoy wigging out and going crazy and ballistic on the internet. For what reason, I don't know. I think that you just have anger rage issues that you can't contain. And I think you're absolutely downright hilarious. That's right. And I think you're paranoid and worried too, because you know that Batman is real and Batman can just mysteriously appear at any time, any place. So, you're kind of, clearly a little paranoid and worried and concerned.
Well, sorry, muted. Yeah, right there, DZ. I ain't saying nothing to no old man. If you're 65 plus, you've earned the right to wear whatever you want. We can all wear whatever we want whenever we want. Yeah, but sometimes you just gotta bite your
Doesn't
tongue.
mean you
If I see
should.
someone my age fucking sporting something like that, I got no qualms with fucking clowning in public. None at
Oh,
all.
I'm saying something. I'm saying something. I mean, I'm sorry, but
Even if they're
like,
85
imagine if you
years
saw
old.
Joey walking by with his pink fedora. I mean, how do you not say something?
I don't know. I just tend to leave people alone unless they're fucking out of pocket. But all right.
Concerned because, well, of all the dirt you do online and then you go online and project. The only person who ever ran and told Red Pill was you. Okay, they made memes out of you with actual mice. Okay, because that's what you are. Is there anything further? Do you need help with your anxiety here, Red Pill? Coping with my success okay? How's that going for you? Can you let me know? He associates with trolls. I'm tired of writing in my notepad, Red Pill. You've filled up my notepad. How dare you? Okay. So again, Red Pill, this was $1.25 notepad, and it's worth more than anything you have. Okay. Pretty much everything I have is worth more than anything you've ever seen. Remember, I live a life of luxury, and I am royalty to you. Okay, commoner, peasant. And if you would like to speak to the likes of me, Red Pill, I demand that you pay at least $100 to my Cash App. All right. Other than that, I won't be talking to you. If you want to do a show together, it'd be $100 to the Cash App. At least 25 minimum. And that goes for everybody. Other than that, you all have no voice anymore. I will not let you talk
You
on
get
here because
nothing,
you want to
Joey.
be petty and act like you can control when I talk or interrupt me. So that's no issue. There's
Yeah, Dizzy. Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
easy ways to
What are
make
you
sure that
talking
you
about?
understand the pecking order and how the world works in reality.
Gay.
Right? But yeah, he sits there and he complains like all of them,
Being
and then
gay.
exhibits, turns around and does the exact same behavior
Oh,
to other people.
DEI
I mean, you're online gang stalking every day. You're
really stands
online
for didn't
talking
earn it.
weird, saying fake stuff. I mean, brother, you went into McDonald's and you couldn't even afford a McChicken.
I'll have to double down. I don't care what you do behind closed doors, but I don't need to fucking know about it and demand I need to know about it. That's all.
And you're not even struggling. You ain't going through nothing. You ain't been through what I've been through. You haven't accomplished all I've accomplished. I got set up and targeted for making too much money. You have done absolutely nothing. And these people, that's what it is. They act like you're supposed to carry cars with you on your arms, like Doc Ock, like from Spider-Man. Like they don't make.
I have to I have to pause here real quick again. We got something going on in the background here I got to tend to, but what is this all about? Get in the cage, bitch.
Quick note to self: Tariff eat ass at like ATM. Let's see
Well,
here.
we knew that.
Greatest show on earth with Sticky Six, not Sheriff. Let's see here. Sheriff takes all the snipes and leaves no scraps for Sticky. What else do we got here? Point number 4. DZ
HIPAA violation.
always talking shit. HIPAA violations are happening. What else do we have here? No, I'm just fucking around. What's up, guys?
It's all good. How are you?
What's
You at
going
work
on?
still?
I'm writing down a little something. Nothing. I just wanted to say, good work, guys. Good work. Yeah, he's spurging out, and I don't know when I'll be home tonight, but if he happens to go live, maybe we could do something. But
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
been a
what do you
while since
think?
we had a shroud, Sheriff.
It's
Yeah.
been a minute. When was the last one?
I don't know, but I will say that I finally unrolled the 35. I think that's more than 35 feet. That shroud, the longest one. I unrolled it and I made a video. I'll send it to you, Sheriff. It goes all the way down my hallway from the bathroom all the way into the living room, which is quite a stretch.
Oh,
Like, it's
you could
insane.
possibly have mail today too. I don't know what that could be.
No, I already got the other one. I got the
Oh,
other
all
one.
right. All right, cool.
Damn it. She probably heard that. It's supposed to be a
Hey,
surprise.
What's up, Mega?
Sheriff, have you ever thought about
Anyway,
doing them sideways? Like just put it up against the wall and do it sideways so people can use it as a border for their ceiling?
That would be epic. Like if you're having a newborn baby, I could fucking
Be
shroud
like the
out
Aztec
a
ones.
border for your kid's room.
well, if I was to hang up the
Your
35
baby will
foot,
grow up insane.
Sheriff, if I was to hang up the 35 footer from the top of the ceiling down to the floor, I would have to cut it to like 4 or 5 different pieces
I know.
just to go from. Yeah, it's huge. It is huge. I'll send you guys the video later when I get home, but I got to get back to work and have fun, guys. I'll be listening.
Right on, bud. See ya.
All right,
Take care.
Take care, guys. Take care, everybody in
Drive
the chat. I
All right.
will. I'll be
Beat it.
home later. All right, later, guys.
Get going.
Don't tell me. No, I'm
Get.
staying. I'm staying.
Make any sense. They try to move a goalpost to places and positions that don't even exist and aren't humanly possible, right? And they're just completely unfair. They don't give you any fairness within any conversation. They talk to hear themselves talk and then try to act like your words don't matter, but they're talking to you. So, I mean, wouldn't that be the entire point of the conversation? You understand? You clearly graduated from Petty University, Red Pill. Doing temp work is not going to get you anywhere. And please stop lying. You are not getting paid no $35 an hour for that garbage. Okay, please stop it, boy. Stop lying. And if you are, that is just sad and pathetic. And I'm gonna tell you why they would do that. Because the living cost is so high in Seattle, it's unbelievable, right? So, I mean, that's not getting you money. That's not being a hustler. That's just taking advantage of the fact you're in
hold on,
Seattle, which
Sarah.
I'm guessing is
I'm
all that
sorry. Can
you
you
do.
pause it one more time? So, as you know, I do security. And when they opened up the 49ers Stadium out here, when they moved it to Santa Clara, we were doing jobs for it. We were hired by a huge security company that hired outside security. I mean, they were busing people in from San Diego to do security at this shit. And we were paying our guards something like $57 an hour, dude, because it wasn't an everyday thing. So, you want to get people in, and we just put an ad on Craigslist looking for guards, and you offer 57 an hour. You had people just pouring in, just absolutely pouring in.
Well,
So
again,
that's probably
and
what Red
go
Pill found himself in, a situation like that.
in this conversation here tends to Joey's lack of no value of money because he's never had to earn a dime of it. For him to say $34 an hour is unbelievable for someone to make. You work a 40-hour a week job. That's only 14. I'm not going to say only $1,400 a week. I mean, it's good money, but
No, that's pretty good. Even out here, I mean,
you're not
we
buying
got
a home.
In-N-Out burgers out here. As you got In-N-Outs out there. I saw a sign they were starting to pay at like $26 an hour, dude,
Yeah,
to
they
flip
make good money.
burgers. But we're in California, so that equals out to minimum wage everywhere else. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's go.
Can do. And you'll take those $35 an hour and you'll go spend it. I bet you didn't even make 9 or 10 an hour. Real talk. I bet you anything. And whatever you did make, I mean, that's all you get. And you're not even real security, bro. You're just a scrub off the street like all of them. What do you mean? You're not special. You don't have any security experience. I have tons of it. Like what? Imagine you versus me in security. I'd like to
Red
see you
Pill
do
will
bar
win.
security, Red Pill. That would be hilarious. That's what they should do. They should have that boy do bar security. Real talk. It'd be funny as hell because people who don't know what they're doing when they do bar security, it's a whole new world. You're not doing security. You're just sitting
It's
there eating a
it's
bratwurst and
not.
walking around talking about women and doing a live stream. What do you keep talking about? You gonna
Yeah,
holler at somebody? Who's gonna want you or want to be with you, Red Pill, if you don't even have a home? You're homeless. You live in a chicken coop. I mean, girls ain't really trying to go to no chicken coop, bro. I'm just being honest. If they want to go to a chicken coop, then they'll go to a farm with chickens. You know, I mean, you
they
don't
like
have
my
any
spider
money.
tree.
You drive a rust bucket, RAV4.
We need to write children's books, chicken coops and spider
He
trees.
keep on trying to say that too. It's a RAV4. RAV4. Yeah, that you didn't pay for. You don't have any money. You see me work for decades and years. What? Like, and you don't
But
see me
Chewy,
buying
he
cars.
has
You
it.
don't have no RAV4. You don't have nothing. You didn't pay for nothing. What are you talking about? You talking about because you have a support system? Like, if you drive a RAV4, if you're saying if that car is paid for right there, that's just the legal evidence for court because that just proves that the family business, right, is apparently cashing in and making some money, right? Right? It's not you. It's that family and all of those Filipinos that you hang around with and smoke whatever you're smoking and do your little pool playing table meets, correct? Right? So are you saying that the family business is now paying you handsomely? Red Pill? Has there been some success in the illegal field that your family is involved in front of the whole world and no one will do their job and go arrest these people? I mean, how more obvious can we get? This is unbelievable. Like I said, none of them will do their job for nothing. I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, how corrupt can you get?
Welcome
They
in,
just do it
Dutchy.
right in front of them. It's
What's
the
up,
truth all over the nation.
Dutchy?
There's
Dutchman.
people doing all sorts of illegal activity in front of people's faces, and they don't care because they're all corrupt and they're a part of it. That's the truth. And guess what I do? Expose the entire system. So, like I said, Red Pill, I mean, I'm
And
just
yet
going to
the
say this,
system's
man. It
still
seems like
going.
you're a little mad at me because you're jealous and you want to be me. But trust me, I'm glad I look like me. And oh my goodness, I'm glad I don't look like
Mm.
you. If I looked
Why
like
would you want to
you,
be
I would
glad to
be
look
very
like
depressed.
him?
We're 20 behind and he's still going. You want me to crank it up to crackhead speed? Might as
Yeah,
well, right?
but doesn't matter. If you want to, it's your show, bro.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, here we go.
Now, I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna walk next door to the liquor
I'm
store
just
and
being
get some
honest.
cancer
Okay. If I
sticks.
had to drive
So if I get disconnected, I'll hop back on. But I'm gonna mute. It should be all right. But
You good?
a
I'll be
RAV4
listening.
around and brag about it, and that was like my claim to fame now. And you keep talking about what do you got? Well, you don't got it or anything because you don't own it. In order to own something, Red Pill, you have to buy it with your own money and your own cash, and you have to actually obtain it and own it, like I have with everything. Pay cash for everything, right? And then I learned how to protect my assets. You, however, don't have any assets to protect. The only asset is the assets that you marketed in jail and prison, right? With all the dudes in there, right? And your laundry cleaning business and everything else that you do, that you provide, the services you provide that everybody knows about because, well, we can see your lip and see, the years of hard work that you've had to put in, Red Pill. So, hold on.
I'm sorry. I have to pause this bullshit one more time. We have another friend of the family we need to say hello to. Just to give a nice warm welcome to. It's Shamrock. What's up?
Shamrock!
What's up,
Shamrock!
woman?
Hi, Sheriff.
Sure.
Hi,
How are you?
nigga. My nigga. Is that
Nigga's
nigga?
out buying smokes. He'll be right
Oh,
back.
all right. Aye.
What you doing?
Not a lot.
Hey, Shamrock.
There he is.
You just did a Kramer
Yeah.
entrance right there. I could see it. Hi, Shamrock.
Hi, Dutch. Hi, Dee.
Get them all in, Sham. Floor's yours.
All right. Hi, Dees. Hi, Dutch. Sticky McStickerson. Lobster. Jew Bear. Just. Did I miss anybody that I know? I don't think so. All right. I'm done. I'm
All right,
good.
let's go.
I don't know, Red Pill, but you got to do something about that lip, man. It's getting pretty bad, dude. I mean, seriously. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. I don't even know how you do that face. I really don't. But like I said, Red Pill, it's okay. Sometimes it's okay to be mad and angry at the world, and it is what it is. Like I said, it looks like you're probably going back to prison. I mean, I can't believe those people. All they do is make phone calls. I mean, how come you haven't contacted Allied Universal? That's an automatic lawsuit right there. What he's doing, number one. Number two, I mean, if he was on probation, like all of them could have been. I mean, all they got to do is open their mouth, but they love contacting people they shouldn't that is illegal crimes, but they don't contact anyone they're supposed to report actual criminal activity. You see, like your whole ecosystem is backwards. All y'all people are backwards. He's backwards. You can do whatever you want, Red Pill. Nobody cares. Nobody goes to Red Pill's channel. Nobody even knows who Red Pill is. I could be talking about anybody right now. Nobody knows. Nobody knows who you are. I mean, you can go to McDonald's and get a McChicken, but the difference is when I go to McDonald's and if I order a McChicken, it's a big deal if I want it to be because, well, I can film it and I'm a superstar celebrity. You,
Oh my god! Oh god!
Just over the past week, the little snippets, if you really, really pay attention,
Oh my
it's just
god!
amazing. Let's wind that back a second here. What do we got? All right.
Nobody cares. Nobody goes to Red Pill's channel. Nobody even knows who Red Pill is. I could be talking about anybody right now. Nobody knows.
Yeah,
Nobody knows who you are. I mean, you can go to McDonald's and get a McChicken, but the difference is when I go to McDonald's and if I order a McChicken, it's a big deal if I want it to be because, well, I can film it and I'm a superstar celebrity. You going out to eat means nothing. Nobody cares. You're just a regular peon civilian. So how does it feel to be a constant wage slave, right? And just stand there, you know, while fake Kendrick Lamar fake performs. Nobody cares, dude. Who cares? Like, I don't understand why you think that's a big deal. Oh, I'm in Seattle. Right. Y'all do the same thing every time. It all revolves around a bunch of girls and women that no one cares about, so-called women, that they're all a joke and they're all slow and don't even know who they are or what they're doing. And they all just gather together to go to these conventions to look at nonsense and fake cheer and show fake love and pretend nobody does anything, nobody gains anything. Kendrick Lamar doesn't leave with a girlfriend, and even if he did, who cares, right? Because, well, most of the so-called women are overrated anyway. Let's get real. So, I mean, nobody's really gaining anything from it. I mean, you can go do 5,000 performances and lie about what y'all get paid because you get paid nothing, right? Kendrick Lamar does not get paid for performances. No artist does. Y'all just lie and make up stuff. And if you do, I mean, somewhere down the road, they keep them where they stay broke, right? If you look at all the rappers, what actually happens with all them, they all get set up. Yeah. They won't pay you at all. They're not going to give you a dime. The whole thing is a scam. The whole rap industry is a scam. You ain't figured that out yet? Look at every rapper. What happened to them? Look at every rapper, how none of them capitalized. So, I mean, your goal, Red Pill, is to be a rapper, right? Your goal is to be a rapper or something that clearly you can see that it's not a good career, right? It's not a good career field, but that's what you want to be. You don't want to, and regular career fields don't make a lot of money and are a waste of your time and energy. Let's just get real. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Like, it's like that one fool on here with his fake appliance business. That went down the drain quick. That didn't work, right? He's talking about climbing on rooftops and nonsense he don't do. The people who do that don't make any money. None of you really get anywhere or make any bread or have a successful career. Me, technically, all I got to do.
I mean, technically, he is correct. I've never met one appliance repairman that did his trade on top of rooftops. I've never seen it.
Really is talk and film videos, and I get paid and I have my own business, right? And then I'd be able to compound and build any other business that I like, depending on basically just the location of where I'm at, what city and state I'm in. And I could be more creative. And I mean, I could go work a 9 to 5 anywhere and run this business while I'm working. You are filming videos that nobody's watching, talking about, oh yeah, the haters. You don't have any haters. You're the hater. So you're lying to a guy that you just met who's also just doing temp work to barely get by. I mean, look at him and look at you. You don't exactly look like you have a 5-star rating for security, right? You don't exactly look like guys that have it together or are successful. You're a guy who's probably on probation and in and out of prison, and you just got out the pen, basically. Like, what? Are you on parole? Like, it's just funny as hell, man. Like, these people don't seem to get it. Like, look at you and look at me. I'm perfectly free, always will be. I follow and uphold the law. I make a career upholding the law. I make a career independently being a good Samaritan, a good civilian, right? That believes in the right morals and concepts of a society and contributes to society.
How much were those cigarettes?
2 packs were 15,
God
20,
damn.
something like that.
Whew.
So fuck.
But they got stores out here that one pack comes out to $19.
No way.
Depending on where you go. Yeah.
How? That's crazy.
It is.
The last time I looked,
insane.
I'm 6 years off nicotine this summer.
Wow. Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you. Liquor store again, 6 years again. Liquor store right across the street. A pack of Marlboro Lights is fucking $11. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I went to a small store. I went to a small store in the country and out here in the little hilly area. I was like, well, I'm just going to go buy a pack until I get back to the city where, and I just figured out because I usually go to a place and I get deals on 2 packs or 3 packs or whatever. And, I went up there and I was like, yeah, give me a pack of Pall Mall 100 Reds. And guy's like, yeah, okay, that'll be 1763. And I'm like, no, it won't. I was like, I will wait. Fuck that.
When I buy cigarettes, I only buy them at major league ballparks and NFL stadiums. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I make a career standing up
Jeez.
against corruption and pointing out the truth about criminals like you. I can't lose, Red Pill. And then I come on here and make fun of you and laugh and get paid top dollar, top YouTube dollar. I mean, they
Nicely
may pay
done,
what
Lobster.
they pay, but it's getting a little bit quicker and more
Yeah,
consistent.
congrats,
Check's already going to
Lobster.
be probably over $70 by today, right? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Y'all are mad. I'm eating. I'm doing what I want to do. I mean, it kind of seems like y'all are upset at reality, right? I just got me a brand new chair that I'm sitting in right now in my little chair throne.
Did you hear his stream the other day when he's like, do you think I invested in this chair not to stream?
Oh,
He's just bragging about this foldable lawn chair that he carries around with him now.
Oh, he carries it with him. He's not like at his mom's house sitting in it. Wow, what a fucking loser.
it was a stream I had up last night. Nega and I were on it, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, he just says, "You think I bought this chair not to go live?" And instantaneously, Nega and I, we just started fucking crying. It was
No, he said, do you think I invested? It's an investment
invested.
chair. He
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
You think I invested in this chair to not go live? Huh. So,
Let me
yeah,
wind it back again here and see what he's got to say about his chair. Oh, he's so proud of it.
$70 by today, right? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Y'all are mad. I'm eating. I'm doing what I want to do. I mean, it kind of seems like y'all are upset at reality, right? I just got me a brand new chair that I'm sitting in right now.
I don't know,
in my
Joey.
little
You're
chair
eating a
throne, and it has a little
McChicken.
sippy cup holder.
We're
to
about
hold
to
my little
eat
sippy cup.
roast
I
chicken
don't know
with
what to tell you,
gravy,
following up over
dressing, and mashed potatoes. So, I don't think we're jelly of McChicken. a McChicken. Imagine flexing a fucking McChicken. And he said it's a big deal. The reason it's a big deal because you usually eat fucking bird seed for dinner, dude. So when you get a McChicken, that's like filet mignon.
Yeah, I mean McDonald's is dirty brown water trash food
Oh,
anyway. I
dude, I
hate
know.
McDonald's.
I know, but sometimes when I'm stoned, I still crave it. And that guy is right every single
Yeah,
time. He's all, McDonald's sounds good until you have McDonald's.
Until
It's
you
never
shit.
yeah.
Welcome in,
The
Red
only thing
Screen.
I get from McDonald's is their chicken nuggets. That's the only thing that's decent anymore.
that guy too.
And that's only if it's like an emergency. It's like you're hungry, it's late at night, there's nothing else open, or it's the closest place by. You're just like,
Right.
fuck, just go through the
Their
drive-through
fries,
and.
their fries used to be the bomb. They suck now. They're horrible.
Oh, back when they made it with the beef
Yeah.
tallow and all that, when they used actual
Yeah.
lard,
Oh
and then
my
they went to
God.
that
Yeah.
vegetable crap.
Yeah. Peanut oil. Get out of here. I crave Big Mac sometimes, and I get one. I never eat the whole thing. I'm like 4 or 5 bites. I'm like, I don't know why my stoned ass talked me into this, but
13 years
The years
removed from
down.
McDonald's.
yep.
Never again. Never again. 3 days of sitting on the toilet. Never again.
What'd you eat that got you sick there?
Well, my staple would be a double cheeseburger plain, just cheese,
Right.
and a McChicken,
Uh-huh.
and then like 2 10-packs of chicken nuggets.
Oh, so it
Yeah.
wasn't really what you
Well,
ate, it was
yeah.
the amount you ate.
I didn't eat it all
Yeah,
when I
it
was
was you
shitting,
mixed.
but that was
Oh,
what I
okay,
ordered
okay.
the last time I had it.
Okay, and you
And
got sick?
What?
no, I wasn't sick. I just couldn't stop shitting
Oh, it made you pee out of your butt. Gotcha.
for 3 straight days. Yes, ma'am.
That's what my
Well,
grandson
out
says.
here, a couple of the McDonald's were testing using actual fresh ground beef, not frozen patties. And I went through and I used to get the double quarter pounders,
Yeah.
and I went through and got a double quarter pounder, and you could tell the difference. And it was just like, but it was so fucking good. And it's like, go do that. Get rid of the frozen patties and just do that. But they did it for like 2 months to test it out, and I guess it wasn't working out, and they stopped. And I was just like, fuck, man,
Have
they
you ever
lost me
seen
at again.
the nugget stuff they use? It looks like pink fucking glue.
Mhm.
The slime, yep.
Yeah, it's like,
But it's so damn good.
yeah, their nuggets are good with their
Well,
hot mustard sauce. Oh yeah.
I wouldn't say no to a
they had to
fucking
do
chicken
that.
nugget if it was in front of me right now. No.
Yeah, chicken nugget.
They
Chicken
they
nugget.
had to use that pink slurry because years ago they switched over to doing that because years ago when they used to make it out of actual chicken pieces and whatnot, the
Was there
nuggets,
was there a head in
uh,
one?
a lady she bit into a tumor.
Ew!
The chicken.
I thought you were gonna say a head, which would have been much better. A fucking tumor. Ugh.
Yeah, chicken tumor. Yeah.
Ugh. Oh my god, I got goosebumps. Yuck.
Now I'm going to go back to the chat here real quick. Red screen. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I didn't catch that in the live last night. Did you, Nega? I know you commented, but it wasn't. Yeah, Joey was cloning on fucking one of Jared's family members, ODing last night.
Oh, I didn't catch that. No.
Yeah, yeah. I saw it in I think in Sneedville in general today. I can't remember who put it on there, but Tyree.
No, that's
Let's
why
get
we
back
make fun
to
of
it.
Joey's dead daddy because he doesn't care about shit like that. So why should we? Why should
Yeah,
anyone else?
let's get back to it because we're at 1.25 crackhead speed already. We are 24 minutes behind, and he's still rolling. So let's go. He's going to start talking about his little sippy cup on his chair here coming up. We had to wind it back.
I make a career upholding law. I make a career independently being a good Samaritan, a good civilian, right? That believes in the right morals and concepts of the society and contributes to society. I make a career standing up against corruption and pointing out the truth about criminals like you. I can't lose, Red Pill. And then I come on here and make funny and laugh and get paid top dollar, top YouTube dollar. I mean, they may pay whatever they pay, but it's getting a little bit quicker and more consistent. The check's already going to be probably over $70 by today, right? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Y'all are mad. I'm eating. I'm doing what I want to do. I mean, it kind of seems like y'all are upset at reality.
Congratulations for catching up.
Chair
We've
that I'm
all been
sitting in
doing
right
that,
now, and my
stupid,
little
this
chair
whole
throne,
time.
and it's
All right. I just want to get through this chair bit real quick.
All
Shamrock.
right, I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
law. I make a career independently being a good Samaritan, good civilian, right? That believes in the right morals and concepts of the society and contributes to society. I make a career standing up against corruption and pointing out the truth about criminals like you. I can't lose, Red Pill. And then I come on here and make funny and laugh and get paid top dollar, top YouTube dollar. I mean, they may pay whatever they pay, but it's getting a little bit quicker and more consistent. The check's already going to be probably over $70 by today, right? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Y'all are mad. I'm eating. I'm doing what I want to do. I mean, it kind of seems like y'all are upset at reality, right? I just got me a brand new chair that I'm sitting in right now in my little chair throne, and it has a little sippy cup holder to hold my little sippy cup, my little drink. Drink, please. Need a pig here. So while I,
Fucking
relax and bathe in the sun as I am, or in the shade, and I sit here in my luxury retired lifestyle, right? And I'm not in a retirement home. Clearly, I'm 35, right? You have to beg for handouts. You have to drive a RAV4 rust bucket that you didn't pay for and don't own. You snitched on the family business. You have an identity of being a snitch. You have never done anything tough. Nobody thinks you're tough or respects you in Seattle. It's just everybody's busy doing what they need to do because it's an expensive city to live in, right? You don't have to worry about that though because you're enabled and you're an old man. Let's get real. And people just don't care and give you what you need. And you just kind of do it to yourself and stay miserable. And you're so focused on this YouTube stuff, but you're not even monetized. You don't even get paid.
Push the wrong button.
What's the
Sorry.
point? I mean, I love your live streams. Please keep them coming. I love them and it's just so weird that you're trying to communicate to me through them. He said, Tyree, you're always saying I can't afford a hot dog. Well, what? You still can't afford a hot dog. You didn't pay for that hot dog. That hot dog was given to you complimentary, and it was not a hot dog, smart one. You don't even know what a hot dog looks like. That was a bratwurst. Ain't no hot dog. Hot dogs ain't that big. That was a brat. That's what they give you at concerts and stadiums and stuff. I thought you would know that, Mr. Stadium Worker, right? Maybe you don't get that I have eyes and ears and I know a lot more about you than you think. Maybe I understand exactly who you are.
Whoa!
Did you ever think that maybe
Get in the house.
You good?
Did you hear that? Did you
Dog
guys
Holocaust?
hear that over here?
The dog holocaust? Yes.
No. The reason I screamed was because we saw the lightning, and I said, that's going to be loud. And holy shit, it sounded like someone dropped a bomb in the front yard.
Oh, the thunder that followed.
Buddy, my bad.
What was it in the original Poltergeist movie? We used to count. You get the flash of lightning, then you count, and you wait for the thunder.
Yeah.
I know
And then the tree starts fucking eating your family.
Fuck that tree.
that you're not a guy that takes himself
Hearing
seriously.
things like
that
that,
you're not a serious
no
individual.
offense,
You're not
Shamrock,
exactly.
but hearing things like that is what makes me glad I actually live in this fucking shitty state. Just the only thing good about California is the weather.
Yeah, but I understand that. Get it? Because when I first moved here to the south from California, and there was a thunderstorm. It wasn't even like a supercell or a severe thunderstorm. I was so scared here for like the first fucking 10 years I lived here because of thunderstorms and severe thunderstorms. Then, strangely enough, I was actually in a tornado, and I think surviving it calmed me down a lot. And moving from a trailer to a house, it doesn't bother me anymore. But yeah, California has definitely.
Joker.
The only good thing about it, California, the weather and the women.
Well, Lobster, we had
a
year and a half ago, we had the hurricane that came up through here, and where I live in the county of San Diego, city of Santee. I don't mind doxing myself because I don't give a fuck. We were in the eye of the hurricane. We got an inch of fucking rain.
Yeah.
When I'm in Seattle, and Batman is doing his thing in the streets of Seattle, I'm sure there's a lot worse
Lobster,
individuals
but
out there in the streets.
I can do without a couple thunderstorms. I grew up in Kentucky, so I'm used to it from before, but I prefer sunshine and boobs.
You can run your mouth forever, dude. And I mean, the fact is, with Batman, it would be impossible. I'm immortal, bro. I'm immortal. And I have a bat suit on. Like, what?
Can we
put that sense here?
Can we put that to the test?
On, bro. I mean, you got to change functions and gears at some point. You got to just accept reality.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, shit.
Traffic, Joey.
That prayer, serenity prayer. Accept the things that I cannot control. God, give me the courage and wisdom to accept the things I cannot control and understand the things that I can. You need the serenity prayer, bro. You need God, Red Pill. That's what you need. That boy need God. Real talk. You need God. May the power
of Christ along,
may the power of Christ compel you.
Yeah, he's still going. Right. We're half an hour behind. And we're fucking going.
Trying because I am God's son. All right. You got to understand, Red Pill, you got a devil inside of you. You got a demon. All right. That's what you need to focus on. You need to focus on trying to get your soul back that you sold. Right? Come on, Red Pill. You're a hilarious chicken in a chicken coop. You ain't got nothing to say to me. You ain't got nothing for me, Red Pill. Come on, doggy. I don't live in a chicken coop. Okay? I mean, like, seriously? I mean, I don't wake up every day and feel like I could actually sing, I'm blue, da-boo-dee, da-boo, da-boo, da-boo-dee, da-boo, da-boo-dee, da-boo, da-boo, da-boo-dee, da-boo. That's, I mean, who the hell has a blue house? What kind of corny stuff is that? A bunch of Filipinos living in a blue house, running an illegal family business that they think will never, be shut down. I mean, you got to worry about that stuff. You're in the chicken coop. They don't care. If they investigate,
Joey, you wore a pink fedora.
It actually does because it's clear as day, right? I mean, you do realize you'll be apprehended and arrested too, right? You do know that, right? You do know they don't care that you're in a separate chicken coop in the backyard. Just so you know. Told you, I know a little too much, Red Pill. I know a little bit of everything. I'm omnipotent. God tells me everything, Red Pill. Okay? I think God just, what? He's not 5'2"? I didn't think so. You're a very short individual, Red Pill. You need to stop coming online and, talking all this I'm tough stuff. I mean, represent your group. I mean, when has your group been tough? What have they accomplished? Really? I mean, you want to keep repping this, I'm Filipino, I'm blood, I'm blah, blah, blah. You ain't no blood. Come on, blood. You ain't no blood, cuz. What you talking about? You ain't that. What? I'm going to tell you something they don't do. They don't internet you know what. They don't you know what like you keep doing. That's a violation immediately, G-code, so you're not that. They don't run around talking smack they ain't about. That's not what they do at all. You're supposed to be following the original intent and whooping your people out of poverty. You're supposed to be getting rich, number one. And you're supposed to be a representative. And, I mean, real gangsters, I'm just being honest, they about it. You're not about nothing. You ain't never popped out. You ain't never put no work in. You ain't never done nothing. And you're supposed to be constructive about even that. Y'all are only self-destructive. Y'all do it to your own and do it to your own community. I mean, what are you trying to act like? He's trying to still lean on that old stereotype of, oh, well, the men. It's like the Hispanic culture in Miami, where they're like, oh, the men in Miami, they try to act macho or they're machismo. There's no such thing. The men in
Share,
Miami
give
are all
Red Screen
I
a
know.
wrench,
I went
man.
to high school there.
Audio problem. What happened?
I said, give Red Screen a wrench.
Yeah.
Lobster
See what I'm
keeps
saying? I've been
timing
around
him
the block,
out, not
partner. Ain't no
reading them.
fooling me. I know all y'all. I know everything about all of you.
On
All of
accident,
you
of
are like,
course.
it's like comparing apples to oranges. I'm a god amongst men, and y'all are not men. All y'all are like a joke. That's the thing. Like, in order to be a man, people have to fear you. In order to be a man, people have to be able to take you seriously and know that they have to respect you. You're not that. You're not that at all, Red Pill. Right? So before you run
Neither
your
are
mouth
you,
again,
Joey.
just
No
remember
one
that
fears or
incident that you
respects
had
you.
when you were 19. Nobody's going to ever forget. Right? Nobody's going to ever let you forget it, and you keep running from the profile you have that you're a pedo, because that's what you are. Yes, you are, Red Pill. You are a certified pedo. That's right. Let's see here. Anybody who supports you, that means that they're a pedo supporter. That's correct. All right. Let's see here. I would do some rapping for you, Red Pill, but knowing as much of a snitch as you are, if I say one word wrong, you'll probably go whine and complain. So I can't even rap to you. I can't talk or have a conversation with you because you're just so itching to be a soldier boy running town. So again, here, let's go over the points that we've achieved in this meeting here of you trying to cope with my nonstop success. Point one, Sarah stalking constantly. Sarah, doing temp work at the Kendrick Lamar fake concert. Sarah. Point two, tried to argue reality with jury and lost horrifically. That's an L there, like Tone Space. You need to learn how to hold your L. You won't be able to go to Tone Space for lessons on that because he still can't. And now he has 3 police reports on him, or put on him by a troll named Cyber, and the girlfriend, fake girlfriend at that, who's using him and doesn't even live with him and refuses to get near him or touch him with a 10-foot pole or ever see him or look at him. Right? She can't stand him, obviously, and she's tried to manipulate him for a car because she saw what she did to her other ex's car, and she demolished it. And she needs to go to prison for that too, and that's probably going to be investigated at some point, and they're going to figure out what happened to that car. You can't just destroy vehicles and then run around free. So that's why she's very slow, which is why she would claim she's dating Tone Space. She's just trying to get what she can get. She's obviously a full capacity criminal, and she's probably a little worried about me and what I'm saying because she knows it's spot on the truth. She's a class A criminal. That's what you got there, Tone Space. That's a full-fledged criminal. She's trying to be a criminal mastermind, but she's not smart, and she's like most of these so-called women. Most of the so-called women are career criminals now because, like I told you, none of them can think. They're unhinged, and they just can't stop and sit down because they're all demonically
All right,
possessed.
we're at 10 in the box
Yes.
versus 2.
So why would you want that? I mean,
Nice.
just why would you want that? It's just stress you don't need. I mean, Tone
Did he
Space, you
end
should
it
be
or is it
worrying
still
about paying
going?
your rent. That obviously you live off the government for free. Then you should be worried about building something. I mean, we've all seen you on here for decades. You've never built any career. You don't have a music career. You never made it in music. You never made it in anything. You never really held a job. You never worked ever. You never did anything that was of any capacity. Okay? Or actually was successful. Give me a minute here.
He's got a hard on for Red Pill today. Even writing notes down in his little diary.
$1.25 diary. Let's move this. What does Rich call it? The slider of destiny.
Tone Space has never succeeded in anything, nor have any of the people in that so-called sector. They're just, trying to grasp onto something that was never theirs to begin with. It is what it is, man. And the truth's coming out about, what kind of people they truly are. And it really is sad, just how disgusting they are and just the direction that they've all gone. It gets even worse every single day, nonstop, pretty much. So, number 3, you listen to my every word. Okay, Red Pill. Number 4, can't afford a hot dog, still resorted to begging for a free bratwurst at the fake Kendrick Lamar debacle, because we can't call it a concert. Because, like I said, you little homies don't make any money in your complete joke. I literally get more views in short videos than Kendrick Lamar gets viewers. That means that's how many people watch my short videos. So, any way you figure it, I have more press than Kendrick Lamar ever will, especially doing anything that's live or recorded. So that's why when you try to act like I don't have live stream viewers, that's just silly. I got almost 4,000 subs. You're all lying about every number and suppressing this channel and trying to target me as a corporation, right? And it's not going to work. You're going to continue to lose. You can try to do whatever. You can target me all you want. All it's going to do is win me a bunch of lawsuit money. Smart one. Okay. Next here, Kendrick Lamar receives no actual dinero for his theatrics. 6. Red Pill, we think that you're 5'2", constantly in and out of prison and on probation. Hold on. Man, these gnats are seriously annoying. 7, lives in a chicken coop.
Maybe because you're all
8,
sweaty,
lays
dude.
golden eggs. 9, changes energy whenever other people are around or approach. Wow, you got a long list here, Red Pill. Drives a hand-me-down bucket RAV4 that he doesn't own, can't afford a car note or a McChicken at McDonald's. Number 11, your RAV4 that you don't own is a rust bucket, confirmed. Okay, collecting dust and lots of residue. Number 12, stalks random women at Starbucks like Coach Eli. Number 13, went ballistic at fake Kendrick Lamar concert and didn't enjoy his complimentary bratwurst. 14, he needs new knee pads. 15, purchased spoiled, entitled, homeless individual Nike sunglasses or glasses so that he can see properly in his chicken coop. 16, gave Allied Universal a bad name and created a potential lawsuit for the company. 17, no AC in the chicken coop, leading to an enraged, mad, disgruntled, furious, pissed off, easily triggered, impressed, agitated chicken hen that Red Pill is. 18, Red Pill had an incident with an underage bass at 19 that the internet won't let him forget about. 17, droopy lip still has not fixed. Reference to bungee cords, rubber bands. 18, looks ready. Red Pill constantly ready to perform his active services of duty that he performed in prison for anyone and everyone who is willing to stoop that low and is that desperate. He's kind of like all the women on OnlyFans. 19, continues to issue illegal statements. It's not looking good here. Not looking good at all for you, Red Pill. All right, on to the next one. Let's see here. Tone Gape or Tone Space. Let's do a couple of points with him. Number 1, stalked me for years. Okay, stalked me for years.
You ran from Tone
Tried
Space,
to
though,
block
Joey.
me. Okay. Let's see. Tone Space. Geico Caveman. For sure, that has to be a point. Geico Caveman looks like a Colombian drug lord. Okay. Looks like Colombian drug lord.
Geico Caveman.
Boy, you really fell off the family crest, didn't you, Tone Space? I mean, literally, you look like the people who have millions of dollars. To be honest, real talk. I'm not saying you're definitely not good looking. I mean, you're hideous, but you look like the actual people that like do all that stuff. That's what's crazy.
See, DC, that was the idea behind the original shroud. Sticky told me to write down, like I said, on a sheet of paper. And I was just making abstract fucking shapes and fucking letters and fucking just nonsense to make it look like
Hey,
crazy.
hey,
And that turned into painting a fucking wall, which
hey.
turned into shrouding. It's a yes, Negasonic.
Is this Joey's shroud that he's doing? Is this his version of the shroud? Did
This
you
is
see your
Joey's first
shrouds?
shroud.
And yeah, except he can't draw, probably. I'm not going to say anything because I can't either, but I'm not trying to make shrouds and shit. So he makes little notes on people. He's copying.
Fucking stealing logos, stealing fucking shroud ideas, you little fucking bitch.
Thanks. Like, if they said you were trafficking and they ever put your face up on like a profile or like a mugshot, you would be the poster boy for it. You look exactly the way they look. Real talk. That's what you look like. You look like a full lord, like dealer from an empire or something. It's downright disturbing. And I mean, you don't look scary really, but you just look like bad news. You know, I'm sure that's why everybody probably gives you your distance and stays away from you, and they don't want to get near you with a 10-foot pole, like I said, because it kind of looks like you've had experience with the
Is he
ugly
still
All
stick
right,
going?
a long time ago,
we got
obviously.
12 in the box versus
Let's
one.
see, ugly stick,
Yes, he's still alive.
Yeah, he's probably done.
Yeah,
axe,
that's probably fact.
irate, um, totally not intimidating voice. Fake girlfriend who
You
is
should put yourself on that
a
list too, there,
full-throated
Tyree. Fake girlfriend, non-intimidating
wannabe
voice.
mastermind criminal who demolished her ex's vehicle.
Yeah, we got about 15 minutes left here.
And then it's crazy because the screen name, right, says real life, not in cyberspace. But shouldn't you, I mean, you see the walking contradiction and hypocrisy here. Shouldn't you be aware then of all people, if that's your name, that, reality isn't cyberspace, isn't the internet? but yet you break every law in the book, and then she still can't help herself. She's still going to live streams, still talking smack in chats, and that's her business. You know what I mean? Like, she's a grown adult, but it's just not a good look, especially when I think she was held, apparently, according to the shows that are public, what this guy Cyber said. He said that she was held in contempt of court, I believe, and that he's opting for jail time. This is quoted. This is exactly what he said, word for word. I pay attention. Okay, so contempt of court, allegedly or possibly, right? Doesn't like cars. Probably doesn't like cars that don't
Jesus.
run. So that's what she does. When she doesn't get her way, she just goes ballistic. Okay, and she clearly should have gone to prison and got arrested for that. And I think she's banking on the fact that the guy's a nerd. But the problem and the mistake you made, honey, is that people like me pay attention. And you came to the internet trying to run and escape your dark, 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 dark past. You tried to escape your dark past, which, I mean, I can only imagine the skeletons in your closet. If I'm pretty sure I saw a photo of what you did to that car. It was slightly incredible, especially from a woman. So, I mean, I think she's like the Hulk when she gets angry. That's one that I would be a little careful with, and I would suggest people kind of watch out for, because that one right there is a little disturbing and scary. Okay, and you know, when you're doing it to each other basically, and you're each other's karma, and you're both snakes, little snakes in the grass, like TJ. TJ's a little snake in the grass. I mean, and you're okay with that. It's like I said. She's totally in her element. You could just tell that she's just completely unhinged. I mean, only an insane person acts like this and does this kind of behavior. They told her don't go live, I think, or don't talk about whatever. She immediately did that. That's why I think the alleged contempt of court happened that Cyber was referencing. Okay. And again, I have all rights to go over the facts. That's all I'm doing is stating facts. Okay. Tone Space is pretty quiet now. He was doing an episode talking about who is supporting a blah blah, right? Which was actually kind of funny. But at the same time, what's the real purpose when your channel's not truly monetized and you bought all your subs and your fake views and there's really no point in it, But he tries to downplay things and act like he's Mother Teresa and something's cute or sweet when really he's a full-fledged gang stalker.
Yeah, right, Dutchy. And this is his fucking little bit for comedy, and it just doesn't make any fucking sense.
A complete
He's not
sociopath.
funny. He doesn't have a sense of humor. He doesn't. He's not quick-witted.
Hold up.
So like I said,
there it is.
Tone Space looks like he discovered fire. Literally, looks like he discovered fire every time you look at him. Let's see, number 9. Mambo number 9. Right? Looks like he discovered fire. I'm gonna get going right now, but just understand, you were dissed on Wax a million times on tracks. You never responded because you can't. You've never sold a unit and don't have a track, not even one. For some reason, you waste money you don't have trying to release tracks through these distribution platforms. Well, Cashless Bane is its own distribution and marketing company, in case you didn't know. And you would literally get more circulation and could actually potentially make money by doing a distribution deal with Cashless Bane. Are you aware of that, Tone Space? But instead, you go through these lame, whack companies like Songcast and all of them, DistroKid and all that nonsense. You keep repping these little things like something people don't. I mean, has it gotten you anywhere? The guy who's on camera crying and saying he's homeless and he can't even afford a hot dog, and that he shares it with the homeless when you don't because you are homeless. You were always homeless. You're just homeless being provided for by the government. You probably are on a crazy check because you're nuts. That much is clear. So, I mean, what has it done for you? Y'all act like you're making come-ups. You act like you can give people advice. You claim that the idea for the scooter company for Steez, you both claim that it came from you, but
Red Screen, I believe one of his quotes is, correct me if I'm wrong, Nega or anyone, I'm a beautiful butterfly.
Yeah.
Steez never actually had a solid actual scooter company. That's the truth, not a put down. I wanted him to succeed, but he never was willing to work. He would make excuses and say, well, I have my own brand because he's wearing a Nutword TV t-shirt with his little logo. That's all good. There's nothing wrong with that. But making excuses to not get the working capital, like I talked about when I was working in Green Bay, is inexcusable and ridiculous. You can't expect to build a business if you don't have working capital. See, I'm not doing that. It's just in my situation right now, this is all I can do and got. Y'all took away my other opportunities, whether it was, Valley being the way the Valley is or y'all being the way you are online. And, the bribes that y'all have actually given people, you actually paid people off to not let me work jobs. And, that's your choice. It's an illegal crime and you'll be held accountable in a court of law. Right. So again, maybe they don't understand that it's not funny that, when we get to court, I'm clearly going to start talking and opening my mouth, and I'm going to have a field day. Again, that's my phrase. Stop copying. I'm going to have a field day in the courtroom explaining to the judge and jury reality and getting you all locked up and federally indicted. All right, hold on.
Hold up.
So, like I said, there's a lot of suspect characters on here. I'm going to continue to go over their profiles and now create profiles for them publicly. I've had about enough. You want to play this game and you want to act like you want to get cute with me? Okay, we'll see, because I'm going to go over everything now publicly, naming names, so that we can go ahead and, that way all these different bureaus like the FBI and the feds can maybe actually do their job that they've had opportunity to do forever. Right? Because all the evidence is right in front of you now. Now you have no excuse, and I have every right to present it all publicly. YouTube is not a courtroom. I'm well aware of that, and I don't need it to be. That's what these people bank on. They act like YouTube is a courtroom. YouTube is pointless. You understand? But it's not pointless for this because the truth is out publicly. Oh, YouTube matters. YouTube is a public platform and an avenue to say the truth and market the truth and public opinion, right? It's not opinion. This is facts, though. You understand? Like I said, I mean, it just seems like a lot of people with, broken futures and a lot of come from broken homes and a lot of issues and problems. We all have our problems. We all come from nothing. I mean, I came from nothing. What I mean? We all go through things, but for you all to make the decisions you're making is just, it's not very wise. Other than
He
that, you
didn't
have
come from
posers on here
nothing.
like that
Jesus
dude who keeps
Christ.
snitching on everybody, but he serves his purpose because we need people like that right now, because that's the only way that actual legal action is going to be taken. So I'm kind of, thankful that he's on here and, snitching and telling like he is, because some people, that is their job and they need to snitch. They need to go be a soldier boy, run and tell them, because now he's holding some of these people accountable, which is what's necessary. You understand? It's going to help my federal lawsuit a ton in the process, because it's going to prove what I've been saying for decades. These people are criminals. Again, why are they considered above the law? How many corrupt connections do they have? Do you realize that in the Diddy lawsuit, they just found out that he had a mole in the departments? I told y'all every department's corrupt. All of them. You're all corrupt, and you're all working together with these criminals and these elites that aren't elite. It's just disgusting. This society is a joke. I want no parts of it. Don't ever involve me. I have nothing to say. I'm not a part of it. Like, no, I'm just going to make sure I expose everyone and have everyone held accountable in a court. I don't care who you are. You'll go to jail and prison. You understand me? Straight up. And I'm everybody's
Jail
superior. We
and
operate
prison.
above the Fed. So, like I said, people can say what they want, but it looks like a lot of corruption here, man. And it's not looking good, bro. I mean, I would hate to be telling Space personally, because you ain't wealthy like me. You haven't worked hard ever. I've been, I was a multimillionaire at 16. I've been on my own since I was 16. I never embellished, never lied, nothing. I dropped out of college as a multimillionaire. I've been extremely successful and continue to be. I'm like Al Capone and like worse. Like I'm like the real thing. So it's like, life is crazy, man, but life is beautiful. You know what I mean? I've been through absolute hell. I've had to be
Wasn't the real Al
immortal and
Capone the
invincible to
real
even
Al
get this far and
Capone,
get
the
to this
real
point.
thing?
You know what I picture for me? I picture me like being in like a really nice retirement home with Christina. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we can actually afford it. Like, that's the thing y'all don't get. Y'all are so concerned, all you, about the future. I never have been or cared about the future, because I have to live for today and worry about today. I got enough on my plate. And my future honestly looks way brighter than all y'all's. This is what all y'all care about and want, all this material, and I have it right now. I always have it. You know why? Because God provides. Not because I'm spoiled, not entitled, never was given anything, no opportunities. I pay cash for everything I have. I worked hard my entire life since I was 16. I've never stopped working. Never had a break. Even now, you see, I don't give myself a break. I keep working. I just work for myself, and my work is usually exercise, because that's what I'm meant to do. And it's kind of like security, but I'm Batman. It's not security at all. But
it's called playtime. It's called get out of the house and go play with your friends. Only, Joey, you don't have any fucking friends.
It's got similarities, I guess. Right. So, I mean, end of the day, it's a lot worse than security. It's a lot realer what I do. But, my whole point is, it's also entertainment, right? And that's what I'm always going to be able to lean on and bank on and say it is and call it too. And that's going to help me. So, I mean, what can anyone really say, man? You know what I mean? If you're not a part of the conversation, just sit down and be quiet. Now y'all don't get to talk. See how much better that feels? You see what an amazing, exhilarating show that was? You see how that was funny and fun? That's who I am, man. I bring fun to the table. We're on this app to have fun, man. You understand? If you're not on this
It
app to have
wasn't
fun, bro, get
funny at
off.
all.
It was actually quite one of his, over the past couple of weeks, one of his most boringest fucking streams ever.
And he thought he was being comical.
He laughed
You're not
once.
funny, haha, Joey. You're funny queer.
You're funny. Yeah.
Off of it, man. Don't nobody care about that. That's super soft. Y'all ain't proud. You're ashamed. That's why all of you hide and you don't stand on what you're doing. Can't even back up your own actions. It's embarrassing, partner. So I would never want to be like y'all. Like I said, I keep things on YouTube and I stay doing what we're supposed to do on YouTube. Nobody has power control over me, bub. Got me? So like I said, I continue to win, and that's about it, man. All the other stuff is a waste of my time, unnecessary, and won't do nothing, and won't get nothing done, and won't ever affect anything or move me. Line moves for nobody. Like I said, we won't be talking to the public whatsoever, and the red pills of this world will continue to beg for free bratwurst and not even enjoy your bratwurst. You know, I mean, you're sitting there talking, trying to compare, bro, but I've been through absolute hell. I mean, you don't go through the problems I go through. You don't have issues like me. What are you talking to me for, bro? I'm a real goon and a gangster. You don't come from this because real goons and gangsters, that's the thing, number one thing.
Right, Lobster? I'll make you wait just a second longer, but yeah. Wait till this fucker can we just end so we can get some shit done?
I can't stand about narcs. They want the good part, but they don't want to go through the struggle. Bro, I've been through hell physically. Okay, I've been through things that are impossible to survive, and I still did. You're not no gangster. You know what I mean? And like I said, if we were put in the same retirement home at 80 something, well, you would be like 100 at that point or even older than that. But if I was like 80 years old and I saw you in the retirement home, Red Pill, I'd still go out of my way to look at you while you're old and decrepit and probably got an oxygen tank, and I'd look you right in your beady little eyes, Red Pill, and I'd tell you, you still ain't no man, boy. That's what I tell you. I tell you, you still that chicken in that chicken coop, and you didn't go through nothing.
Who's paying for
understand?
your nursing
Because
home,
I'll
Joey?
just never respect you because I'm the
That
real
shit ain't
man.
free.
It
Her
takes
brain
something that
money.
you don't have to be
Christina's
what I am.
brain
Man.
money,
So it takes
dog.
courage. It takes being a real man, and it takes something that clearly you don't have, right? So, like I said, I'm convinced that Red Pill is a lady. I think that he's a woman, and nobody could convince me otherwise.
Damn it.
Right? Same with Tone Space.
Damn
Tone
it.
Space did not stand on business up there in New York. He ran away from a troll. He screamed like a lunatic and like a banshee,
Yes,
like
sir.
a female
Yep.
would, and he ran away down the block. Then he was trying to, negotiate and beg the guy because he was saying, "Oh, reports." Well, I mean, quit doing illegal, telecommunication device crimes. I mean, that's illegal use of a telecommunication device. Quit committing crimes electronically. Like we keep explaining, these people still won't stop. Like, do you understand that people are getting locked up as we speak for this stuff? They're going to be doing hard time. All of you are about to get arrested, bro.
Absolutely
Trust me, it's in
nobody
the
is
reading.
getting
I don't
locked
need
up.
anyone to tell me. I don't talk to no one. God tells me. You're all about to get arrested and go to prison. Okay, you should have appreciated freedom, cherish your freedom, man. That's why, like I said, my freedom is the number one most important thing. Can't nobody take mine. Why? Because I'm a grown man and I don't do crazy stuff. I make sure I hold myself accountable and I keep myself in check. Sometimes it's good to be cautious and smart about what you do and how you react. And Red Pill's a
Shamrock with the Irish goodbye.
perfect example of that because he's got legal trouble.
Yeah.
Like I said, Tone Space
We love you, girlfriend. See you, Shamrock.
has legal
Later,
trouble. Her
Shamrock.
girlfriend, wannabe mastermind criminal, has legal trouble, obviously. Like he said, the dude said he was opting allegedly for her to be put in jail, so that might be what happened. She may be doing some time in jail, and all these people need jail and prison time. It's the only way that they'll get a wake up call and possibly understand how reality works. You can't keep bothering people and role reversing all of reality. You can't run around here with these kind of mental issues and expect people to put up with it. These are the same individuals that always get into it with people, and then crazy stuff goes down and happens, right? Like what I've been through with other people, and they try to blame the good person who's just defending themselves. Like, nah, these people should have been locked up and held accountable a long time ago. All y'all do is enable each other's behavior, and you're all pathetic. And none of you even hold a real job. And if you work for any agency, department, or company, you're pathetic and you're a joke and you're a wage slave. Need I say more? That's what I thought. And that's how you sit everyone down and make them be quiet and understand reality and scold them and lecture them and tell them what it really is and how reality in the world really works from a real man, boy. All right. Which you'll never be, Red Pill. All right. Like I said, Geico K, man, you have a good day. I'm going to get out of here, man. There's too many mosquitoes. And like I said, I live the life of luxury and wealth that you'll never have. Stay mad.
Sounds like it.
And that,
Sounds like
folks,
it. Getting
was
eaten by mosquitoes and gnats.
I get more viewers than a Kendrick Lamar concert. Smile, laugh, everybody. What a fucking jackass. Anyway, moving forward, programming note. I'm having some audio shit get delivered today. So add some effects and shit like that to be stupid with because I'm bored. Sounded like he was getting heated at the end there again. So I would imagine it's only 6:00 fucking Pacific time. I would imagine he'll fire another one up today. Negasonic, you think?
Oh, I'd say that's a good possibility.
I think maybe we should save that one for maybe Sticky if he ever
Sticky?
fucking gets a day off of fucking work or a couple hours at midnight. He can have one here. That being said, I'm gonna go. Nega, you got anything else?
Nope, just later, everybody. Later, taters.
Thanks for coming in, everyone. Lobster, wasn't trying to step on you. I just saw you were busy, but I guess, yeah, we got that all figured out. But yeah, going to take out the end
Stole the
out.
food out of Lobster's mouth.
Let's take it out.
You strong armed him.
Fuck.
I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.
Thanks, guys.